So welcome to our presentation of penumbra-black-plague. I'm Jens Nilsson and that's Thomas Grip, and we are Friction Games.
So, before we start off here, the player, hearing that the other guy is being tortured, wants to escape from the cell. Before we want to do that, we just want to show off the new physical interaction scheme. So, Jens here is going to show off some stacking and balance acts that you can do with the new. As you can see here in the new interaction, you can spin the objects around, and now you can do a lot better placement here. Take that other thing around. Yeah, take that. I thought it was better to show the balance here that you can do. Yeah, some balancing acts here. And in the previous game, it will be no idea to do all these kinds of, see, the balance there. And it's really much stable physics this time around. So we really put a lot of work into making the physics as stable as possible. Now we'll see if you can pull this off, Jens, breaking it all down. Yeah. Woo! Well, almost at least, yeah. It's just because of the pressure, otherwise you would have. So, yeah, well, now we'll try to escape from this little hole here and grab a coin here. See, and there's a note you find by some strange guy. So we'll also try to make all these environments have some kind of characters. So now there's another guy that has been trapped in the same place, and he has escaped from the cell, and you will find all kinds of strange things that he left behind. So can we open that? No. Try to unscrew it with that coin you found. Does that work? Yeah. No, too thick. So now we have to flatten it in some way. So yeah, Vince. The only Vince. Yeah, put the coin there. So I'll see what we can do about that. Yeah, and as you see here, it's not just about click. Yeah, now you have to click to put the coin there. But now when you press it, you have to do some actions. So this is our way to do the puzzles more fun, because while you do something, you will do the same movement with your mouse and stuff. So yeah, we're going to unscrew this now. Here, what we can do here is we can either use the coin we found earlier, or if we want to do it the nice guy, want to be a nice guy and open it, or we can just use violence and yeah, like you want to do in real life. Yeah, give us a Coke. There, we got a soda there we can use later on. So here also is another thing with this new system. We can use the new system here. It's to lift the plank, as you saw, to build a little bridge over there. And also something that you couldn't have done otherwise. Okay. Just in case someone is trying to follow us. And here you can see some new effects, I think. So waving air, yeah. We're trying to mimic all the other games there, so we don't want to lag behind on the effects. So, oh, something there behind the door, yeah. So, yeah, here. And now from some more puzzles here as well. You can see that thermometer here is connected to the pipes, and we saw some cold air sipping out there, so we can deduct that perhaps that's because it's warm near in the cooler, so let's cool down that thermometer with the cold soda. Yeah, so now that gas is off, we can continue our journey onwards. And now also, yeah, the doors are locked now and you need to get in there because, well, it seems like you can't get anywhere else. So, what's that? It seems like some sort of strange electrical box. Perhaps the doors are locked electronically. And yeah, since people like violence and there's no shooting in this game, well, people might like to destroy stuff instead. So you can throw around stuff like that and just pull that cord out. Yeah. Yeah, another thing here is also, as you saw, instead of just clicking on a cord or using an item on a cord, we want to do real-world stuff like pulling it out and so on. So we try to base as much as possible of the puzzles on those kinds of things. Yeah, here's the syringe, which we might have used. Uh-oh, someone's coming. Hide. Turn off that light as well. You'll see us otherwise. Yes, someone's coming there. Try and lock him in there if he doesn't see you first. Oh. No, no, no! Damn it. So, well, now you don't really get... Oh, perhaps you can close the door behind. Yeah. Ah. We also try to make a horror element of the puzzles. So in just having these nice kind of puzzles where you try to pick up a lock or something like that, here you see only trusted blood will get through. So if we... Can we... Yeah, you need to clear that. Can we use that on ourselves? Yeah, you fill that. How strange, your own blood is not working. Perhaps something is wrong with you. And also on the note you found here, you found out that there's an infection going on in this space. You're not really sure what kind of infection or how it spread or anything, but there's an infection and only trusted blood got through there. So, perhaps something is up with the player. Let's try his blood instead. Woohoo, that worked. Yeah, here's another puzzle also where you can use the environment to your advantage as well. So here you fear remotely locked door, but perhaps in an event of emergency. What's an emergency? Sprinkles in the ceiling. Perhaps a fire will count as an emergency. How do we start a fire? Then you examine the environment. Some electrical malfunction there. So gasoline, electrical malfunction. Yeah, perhaps we can use that to our advantage. And also here, this is the beginning, so we really just want the mood to come up in this first half hour of gameplay. So it's not supposed to be the most difficult puzzle first. So, okay. Now the alarm went off, sprinkle setting off. Yeah, woohoo. We're getting through the door here. So, for a big part of the game, you will be stuck with this character Clarence that's residing inside your head. And if that wasn't bad enough, this Clarence also has the ability to change your perception. So he can make you hear things, and he can make you see things, and he can mess up what you're seeing and what you're hearing. So the player will not really be sure, and this is the psychological part that I was talking about, not really be sure what's happening. I'm going to show an example of this here. Yeah, we're going to, but just show that map. We're going here. Where the forest to the library, because we heard that your father, his last known location was in the library. Also, just want to show the map here. It's in-game. We don't really want the map screen like other games. You have to flip onto the map screen all the time. And we really think that's really not immersive enough. So we really wanted to have it inside the game, and that's just what we did with the last game. So we have plenty of things in-game like that. So yeah, library just around the corner. Let's check that out.